Hey there everybody, Pop on Top here. Welcome back to some more Fallout 4 mods. In today's mod, we got a new weapon mod here. Well, kind of a new weapon. Technically it's an old weapon, World War II weapon. Let me pull it out here. This is the STG44. This is, I believe, the third STG44 that I've covered, and it is a different mod. This one does look very nice. The wood grain here, in particular on that stock, looks quite nice. Animations are custom here, looks quite good. Iron sight looks nice. The weapon looks nice. I mean, obviously, first-person shooters have been in World War II for a long time. You know, this gun has existed in many video games throughout history, and this is what I would consider a very nice looking version of the STG44. It also sounds very nice. Let's see, listen. He's got a lot of recoil though. I'm controlling it there, but you'll see in a second. Let's show you the reload animation. Also quite a quality reload animation. The put away animation is down here, right? And the same as the running animation, so it's got unique custom running animations as well as pretty much every animation. The put away animation, you pull it down with some noise, you pull it out, right? There's quite a bit of animation quality here, and I'm a sucker for animations. If you want the weapon for yourself after you downloaded it, you can craft it for yourself here at the chemistry station. It shoots a custom 7.92mm Kurtz round, which I believe it shoots anyway, which is actually fairly cheap for ammunition. For 1 acid, 5 lead, and 2 steel, you get 50 rounds. That's quite a bit, right? So I'm also going to shoot the weapon off here now. Crafted some more ammunition. You never know how many bullets I'm going to shoot in this particular video. I'm going to shoot the weapon, and I'm not going to control the recoil. Just so you guys can see. This is a big, kind of chunky gun. When a 30-round magazine leaves you looking up at the sky, it's got some recoil on it. You can control it fairly well. Like, I can keep it on target. Various headshot things, and I really love the reload on this. It's not particularly quick, so like it doesn't have like a gameplay advantage, but it's got some feeling to it, right? Like you feel like your character is doing it. The way they have to put the mag in and kind of jam it in there. I really love that animation quality in my first-person shooter weapons. So let's take a look at what we can do here. Obviously, we can make it semi-auto as well, because obviously automatic is a receiver that we started out with here, but we can make it automatic, powerful, advanced. Obviously, advanced receiver is always the way to go. The way that Fallout 4 damage resistance works, the more damage per bullet, the better. We're still getting a very solid, what I would consider 59 rate of fire, and we get increased range over the automatic powerful receiver. We'll compare them a little bit here. 144 damage. So we can. It says we can make it Soviet. That just does less damage. But okay, so that shoots the regular 7.62 ammunition that you would normally find from the Nuka World DLC, right? Your regular 7.62, but by default it does do slightly less damage, but you know, base game ammo or whatever. So we have a handguard here. We can wrap the handguard and slightly increases ADS speed. Okay, I don't know. I mean, I guess so, because you're like holding it there and you could bring it up. I don't know if that makes any sense. No stock options. So we have a standard 16-inch barrel, shortened 13-inch barrel, which we lose a little bit of range on, gain about a pound of weight back, and we have a extended 19-inch barrel where we gain a big chunk of range and lose a pound of weight. I mean, we're gonna make it a long barrel, right? I don't think there's any real reason to use a shortened barrel unless you're on survival and you just really need, because you're still getting enough range. I would say you're definitely getting enough range with this weapon. It's about the fact that, like, the weight, that would be the only concern with that. So we could put a compensator, smaller, heavy, to improve recoil control of the bayonet, and then we could put a suppressor on there. Not very World War II accurate, but you can. Obviously, big stealth is a big aspect of playing Fallout. There's a whole system, right? When you crouch, it either tells you you're hidden or not, right? Like I think it's a big focus. Like one of the players first see when they play the game and they're sneaking around and stuff. Or crouching at all, right? Is that like you're sneaking, right? And that's the idea, is to stay sneaking, and that's why suppressors are important. So I think it's important that the weapon has it in there. We could put a compensator on there. I'm gonna put a heavy compensator on there because I want to improve that recoil control. Handguard, move down here. I hate this. It happens in other weapons too. I'm not sure if it's not a mod author issue. We got red oak. We could do all kinds of things here on the furniture. We could change the colors here. I don't know why you can't see it on the stock, but you can see it on the handguard part. We have a variety of different colors of wooden colors, like realistic wooden colors. There's a cedar in here. There's a little birch wood, cherry wood. Cherry wood looks real nice. I do like that. Some burn wood, water damage, trench warfare, frozen wood, right, where it's just like murky and stuff. So, personal preference on this. Doesn't actually change how the weapon functions, but you do get a little bit of variety, and you're going to see it, right? We saw the stock here, so I'm going to put, like, what did I like? I like the cherry wood, like a dark-ass red color. So you can put an assault magazine on there, 20 round capacity, so you gain some weight back, right? Like that's the only concern with that. And then a heavy big mag, you're also gaining some more weight on the weapon, but you know, higher capacity. You can put a little reflex sight on there, a Robco holographic sight, and then a scope. We'll put all those on there and check those out. We gotta put a little charms on there. Not a fan of charms, but they, you know, they're there. You can put damage modifiers on there. You're like, oh, it's too powerful. Oh, it's not powerful enough. I just want to kill everything in one shot. And it's right now currently worn. We can also change the material of the weapon, so like a camouflage. You can make it rose gold, regular gold. That very much doesn't look gold to me. Chrome, copper, factory condition, so not worn, right? Like not so much scratches and beat upness and stuff. But you know, you imagine World War II happened in the Fallout universe, so this gun could technically exist, but it would be in bad shape. But you can obviously change up whatever you want to do here. Factory probably is going to look a little nice. We'll show that off for now. We'll mix and match a little bit here as we go through the video. So we got some animations there. This is our Robco holo sight. It's a very tiny sight, to be fair. Like we are getting a small sight aperture that is not impeding my view of the rest of the things, right? It's like maintaining like a high field of view compared to some sights for sure. Semi-auto rate of fire. Like I said, this is plenty quick. Even with a heavy compensator on here, the recoil is going up. So if you notice, I can notice immediately, for me personally, previously, especially with the full auto receiver, maybe that's part of the deal reason with it, is that it climbed up to the right. And then this one, now it's just climbing straight up. So you just got to pull a little bit down and you keep that right on target. Hitting hard, 45 round mag, dumping it in them. Right? And the factory does look very clean. That cherry wood does look quite nice. So we'll mix and match a little bit of things here. I'm going to go back to automatic. I want to see how the recoil operates with that. And then I would like to see, let's change the furniture. Why not? The wooden furniture is, you know, like a, I'm going to make it like a brighter color wood. I mean, there's that purple heartwood. Like that, like a purple, even though I don't know. I don't know about that. But, you know, I'm not even going to put a charm in the weapon. I hate that shit. We'll put the reflex sight on there. We'll go long range scope a little bit later. So keep the heavy compensator because we're testing out the recoil on that. And then we'll change this to like a gold, I guess. A gold and purple gun. You know, there it is. This is definitely not what I would consider gold by any means. But, you know, the purple stock is very purple. That's the heavy compensator has done. Is reduce that recoil. You can see a fully automatic here that is just now going straight up, right? I wonder if the suppressor, we're going to put the suppressor on too. We're going to put a suppressor now, long range scope. We're going to get this ugly ass fucking gold off of here. Because I, like, you know, it's my video. It's my opinions about things. But that's an ugly, it's an ugly gold color. I do like a chrome color, but it doesn't even look, like none of these look that chrome or, like, the colors are not particularly bright or anything like that. What if we make it burnt? What if we just make the weapon look like it's, like, been through some shit? That's what I'm going to do. With the burned furniture, it's just, like, been through some shit. They were just like barely holding on here, right? We're going to keep it automatic. We are going to put the long range ZF4 scope on there, gain maximum accuracy, and we're going to put the suppressor on there to see if the recoil control is improved, especially to be able to tell through the scope. So obviously we got what is our STG scope here. That weapon still sounds fairly loud suppressed. I want to mention, well, our recoil has immediately started hopping back up to the right. You see how far that is, right? So the suppressor is probably doing less recoil control than the compensator. And this gun, with this particular weapon, most auto weapons, it's like, oh, just control the recoil. This one's got a bit, okay? Like, especially when you put that scope on there. Obviously, you probably want to make it semi-auto. But I actually think that the suppressor is not it, and the heavy compensator might be it on this. Even with the semi-auto rate of fire, we'll change one. We'll do one more setup here on this. Hopefully, we'll make it chrome. I do like chrome, but it doesn't look very chrome to me, what I would consider chrome. And then we'll change the furniture to one more style, just show off different options here. We'll go with a nice birch wood, like a almost white wood, right? Like very nice looking furniture on that. So semi-auto, heavy compensator. Like obviously this is not maximum rate of fire, but if you just give it a nice rate of tap fire, you're getting some heavy shots. You can even spam it though, and this is like this is where I'm back to not thinking about the recoil. Pull down just ever so slightly. The scope is nice though. It does increase accuracy, so it'll be good for the bat shots. Like at this range, 95s. I mean, we could get out here pretty far, I bet, and still be hitting 95s all around. Getting the 82 on the headshot there. But like, you know, this is a pretty good range for the scope. Obviously, we can get way out here. You still could hit the headshots if you aim. You can hold breath on the scope too. The thing I mentioned. Your scope won't look like this necessarily. This is just my scope because I have a mod for that. If you want to know the mod, I will you know, ask me about it in the description. But we are going to go test the weapon in some combat. We'll test it out like this, because why not? Or maybe we'll go full auto, and we'll see if the recoil control becomes a problem. I don't know. I'm going to mess with the weapon, and I'll see you guys when we get to some combat. Alright, everybody, we are pulling up here in the rain, but to my zombies are in arcade mode. We got the rose gold on there. Very pinkish looking tones, almost reddish pink, right? Like a plum color. We got some nice wood green on there. Still got the scope on there, but we've made the weapon fully auto. You can just see even in the hipfire view, that thing is bouncing around. We're going to see if the recoil becomes too much of a problem when we're doing regular shots. We're going to do some bat shots on deck. We're going to try to mix and match, do other things, do some third-person shooting. We should be going into the scope, though, when we're doing that. I believe that's how the scope's going to operate, but we'll see as things go on. So we should be in the scope still regardless. So let me spawn in some things. We'll spawn in, let's say, some gunners this time. Some a little bit tougher enemies. I believe this gun's going to handle it, and if it can't, you could always increase that damage modifier, right? This gun is not suppressed, but this should still one-shot headshot. That's a sneak attack critical. Huh? And you can see, I mean, you could, if you're got good trigger discipline, just like I do, right? So let's do some bat shots on deck here. That first guy did not get one bursted in the chest. He's stimming. Don't do that. It does, like with the reverb of an interior here, the weapon sounds especially meaty, loud. And the recoil hasn't been too much of a problem. It's still not going to be enough bullets. Like maybe when you're shooting something like a Death Cloud, Rad Scorpion, something nasty, you might have a tougher time with the recoil where you really got to like put enough bullets in it to matter. But like, I mean, I guess it just bounced up quite a bit. I have to control that back down, right? That is definitely, like, it's something I have to be thinking about while I'm shooting the gun. The animations of this are just so lovely. That's like the best part of the gun. Obviously, you got a lot of customization and stuff here. You can see that pinkish color on the gun. I really think that it's ugly though. Like all the colors are kind of ugly, but you can see how large that magazine is too when I'm running with it. Like it's just absolutely ginormous 45 round mag. We're gonna sneak around here. We didn't do any VAT shots. We're doing a combination VAT shots. I mean, we did a little bit of VAT shots there. We'll do a combination VAT shots / third person shooting. Like this guy at this range, one burst in the chest. You gotta get some tougher gunners. But you can even hit fire the weapon here. That's the benefits of full auto, man. You just kind of spray and you pray. And that reload still does look nice in third person too. I just wanted to show that off as well. Make sure that that was all holding up because this is one of the highest features of this weapon is that it's got really high quality animation. It's like keeping the target on that legendary enemy there, which is a little difficult. I really do have to. You do have to pull some fucking down to get the recoil control. That's the heavy compensator. With the pressure, you have to pull down and to the left, right? It do be kicking that way. Okay. That's the two ways. I mean, it's a nice weapon, though. It is a nice weapon. It feels good to use. It feels nice and meaty, which is not something I normally describe like a vanilla Fallout 4 weapon is feeling. Like, besides like the largest guns, right? Like your minigun feels meaty, right? You're like, oh, dude, hold on to this fucking thing. Like you feel like your character's losing control of the weapon because it's heavy and hard, right? Animations look very nice. Some of these colors don't particularly do. The wood does. I think the wood grain looks wonderful. The wooden furniture, as they put it, looks quite nice. The scopes are nice. You get enough variety and options to kind of customize the weapon the way you want to. It is a pretty good version of the STG44. You guys let me know what you think in the comment section down below. You're going to be checking this one out for yourselves. What do you like? What do you dislike about it? Let me know your opinion because I value that shit. If you guys want to check out the weapon for yourselves, though, make sure to check out the top link in the description. They'll be linked to the Bethesda.net page and the Nexus mod page, so you can check out this mod for yourselves there. If you guys have enjoyed the video, like the video. If you guys are new to my channel, make sure to subscribe. That way you can check out more videos from me. And pretty much other than that, you guys have a good rest of your day, whatever it may be, and I'll see you in the next episode.